Hi guys. Welcome to Truth Heals 1111. My name is Chloe and I am your spiritualist for this reading. I am a tarot card reader, a seer, a visionary. I'm going to be able to see things to see visions, to see people, places, and things. So, by watching this channel, I am going to be able to lock in on what's going on in your energy and what's going on around your energy. That way, you can stay 10 steps ahead of the game. I did get some downloads. I got a lot of downloads to share with you guys. Spirit is asking you to stay grounded and centered at this moment. And if you're unsure what being grounded is or staying centered, go to YouTube. Um, you can watch videos that would help you meditate, ground, stay centered, open up your third eye if you feel like your third eye is blocked. If anything is off with you, Spirit is asking you to do the research and figure out, look internally, and look at the spiritual side of this, to be able to understand and get through what you're going through. Now, I definitely, and this is for the people that watch my channel that's in my energy because you watch me, right? Um, there's a masculine energy, right, collective? A masculine or feminine energy you could have. Let's say the tarot card readers talk about the karmics, right? The karmic masculine, the karmic feminine. Because the mind is so just, they're not sure what spirituality is and who is who and what is what. The people that are not awakened or tapped in are becoming confused because who you're saying is one person, they think it's them, and who the other person is, they think it's the other person. Sorry for the noise. Um, but people that are not spiritually awakened are actually getting the readings misinterpreted. What I will say is this. To my tarot card readers, my spiritual brothers and sisters, I love each and every one of you. Um, because of the masculine energy being so strong right now, especially when it's in regards to love, relationships, and things not working out for this person, I've been granted permission to step in and help, and I'm going to tell you what I've seen. Um, because the masculine walked away from a spiritual connection and chose another lover, because we all need to move on out of this situation. Spirit is telling you, my spiritual brothers and sisters, that there's a lot more other people going through something that needs your help. It's not always about this karmic masculine, karmic feminine, and black magic and everything like that. So I am here to transition this story. Hopefully, these downloads that I receive will give you guys the piece of the puzzle that you need so we can clear this energy out. Life has to go on. We have to move forward. I am here to be able to open the door so you guys can move forward. Um, for the karmic masculine, of course, he's sitting back thinking about what could have been, what should have been, because he was unaware of spirituality. He was unaware of the divine feminine, or even if he was, he ignored the call. That's fine and done. That's in the past. Let it go. Now that one, oh, okay. um they chose a karmic feminine, correct? Yes, she's in Jezebel energy, but she is doing everything that she can to provide for herself and her home. If she's using drugs and alcohol, her karma is coming back to that karmic feminine. If and it is the cycle of the divine feminine versus the karmic feminine, and then the divine masculine against the karmic masculine. The story will still get played through. What we need to move on is how the player is in regret or resentment. Yes, this player is in his thoughts. Yes, he is now aware of his feelings. Yes, he is. Um, this is a time because I did a reading on Wednesday where I pulled like the karmic masculine would go through a spiritual awakening, and then the karmic feminine would have a tower moment. That is in the near future. I was looking too far ahead. I wasn't even energetically in tune. I saw something future tense. Um, I'll tell you what this story is in alignment with, right? The karmic feminine, yes, she slept with she slept with the brother. For you karmic masculine that didn't choose the divine feminine, yes, she slept with your brother, or it could have been you guys could have had some sort of threesome. She slept with a couple of your friends. She's also slept with other men that you don't know about to get the money. Um, did she take care of her responsibilities? No, she did not. She is in the energetic field of a chaser. She's chasing after the money, the cars, the clothes, I suppose. She just wants it all, right? But she's not being responsible when it comes to knowing how to take care of a home, even though she is in that spirit. She is very selfish. She is very egotistical. She is very prideful. She may portray herself as somebody that would do something for you one day out of the week, but then you notice that she doesn't do anything else, right? And she will glorify what she did that day during that week, and thinks that she wants to be praised for. She calls herself the divine feminine because she's out here, she's hustling and grinding. She is in that spirit of a hustler and a grinder. A divine feminine is not out here like that. A divine masculine is not out here hustling and grinding. A divine feminine, divine masculine is standing on business. It is the awakening of looking at what does success look like in the long term. And when you take a look at the long term, that means working hard to develop a career, being responsible, paying bills to have stability, staying prayed up, because we have to put a power greater than ourselves first for whenever we come across challenges, obstacles, and adversity. She is not a divine feminine. Um, she's very angry because you, karmic masculine, you're not conforming to her will. And she is going to continue being in your life, creating a ruckus until you cater to her will. It is time for you, karmic masculine, to stand 10 toes down on business. And you have to be able to put a woman, and it's so sad that you would have to do that, but you have to start putting people in their places. If you don't start putting people in their places, they're going to keep trying to play with you. And I'm sure by playing with you, it's the illusion of, oh, this is going to be grandeur, and you're going to have this and you're going to have that. Next time somebody tries to play with you, make sure that they show you what they're telling you. Make sure that the actions is backing up what the promises are being kept to you. For you, karmic masculine, you did not choose your divine feminine, your divine masculine. Oh well, life goes on. Yes, the divine feminine, divine, whether this is a twin flame soulmate, it's always that elevation. You knew who the person was when they were in your life because you've never experienced somebody like this before. But you took it upon yourself to neglect your true soulmate, the one where you two were supposed to be destined to have your spiritual inheritance, to be abundance. Karmic masculine, you did play yourself. Everything you portrayed yourself to be, if you just would have healed and stood with this feminine and went through the process, you would have trusted the process. You would not have to have built any lies, illusions, or anything like that. The world could have been yours, but you didn't want it. Now that you see that the divine feminine has elevated her life, she does not want you back. She's moved on. Divine feminine, divine masculine, lesson well learned. There can be no regrets. There cannot be any anger. There cannot be any resentments. Everybody has to forgive everybody. Who wins in this situation? Really nobody. Karmic masculine, you know you are in love with your divine feminine, and the divine feminine's always going to be in love with you, karmic masculine. But you know it can never be unless there's healing involved, unless there's growth and elevation and level up. No more lying, no more cheating, no more stealing, no more third parties, no more out here not being lazy, not being out of the street, seeing what you can get from the next person, thinking that that's a come up, or even think that you want to live some sort of glamorous style. It takes a lot of work and progress to get to that level. We have to stop taking the easy way out. And so, this is your future. For the karmic masculine, the Most High is saying, what are you going to do? Because you can sit isolated. You can think about the divine feminine all day, and you can think about how you chose your past lover, and she couldn't get it right, and you wish you could take it all back, and da 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 da. Now, what are you going to do? Because you cannot sit in your thoughts. Karmic masculine, you're going to have to get yourself together, or things are going to be a lot worse than what they are now. Now, when you get out of isolation, yes, you did some things to multiple people. Yes, you did. You have karmic debt to pay. As soon as you get out of isolation and you tell yourself, I got to get back in this game, you are going to have challenges and obstacles back to back. Do unto others as others do unto you. You hurt people. Karmic feminine, you hurt people. Now you have to feel the same pain that you gave. Even if you did some kitchen magic, you lit some candles and you sent the evil eye, you got to feel that. Nobody deserves bad treatment because you feel some type of way, because you're judgmental, because you're envious, because you have hatred in your heart. That was never anybody else's problems but your own. And instead of you recognizing that as your problem, now you have to sit with it. This is why the tarot card readers are talking about you reap what you sow, because you have to reap what you sow. There's no way around it. There's no take back. There's no lick backs. There's no, can I fix this? Let me get back to the divine feminine, divine masculine. Let me apologize. That is not going to fix it. The only way you're going to fix it is between you and a power greater than yourself. For my people that are unawakened, I'm going to need you guys to wake up. Now, what's going to happen is we have all been in a state to where we were all low vibrational. We partied, we lied, we cheated, we stole, we robbed. We had a good time doing it. And we also paid back our karmic debt. You've been through so many life's lessons. And you just never, we could never snap at it. And we would always pray for something different to happen better for us, but we never could transition into something better happening for us. What came in was something worse. Do you guys remember that? Every time you got out of an obstacle, you had a little break, and then all of a sudden it was another challenge. And then after that challenge, you got through it, then there was another challenge. Whether we were out here partying, prostituting, lying, cheating, manipulating, robbing people, stealing from stores, whatever we were doing, we have all lived that type of life. For my karmics and for my people that are still spiritually awakened, wake up. It is 2025. The world is evolving. The world is changing. People are moving. People are vibrating at a different frequency. If you do not wake up, you are going to be left behind. And by leaving left behind, you're going to be lost, confused, and distorted. You are going to be living a way of life that nobody's going to recognize. Everybody's going to see you as played out. want. We all want success. We all want opportunities. We all want abundance. That doesn't mean that I have to tear the next person down to get that. That doesn't mean that everybody I meet is my friend. That doesn't mean that my family is always going to be loyal to me. Start seeing people, places, and things for what they really are. The Most High is saying that the devil is ready to collect. By people about to experience these towers, you have to pay back karmic debt. You reap what you sow. How you treat people is how people are going to treat you. The Most High is going to put you guys in a spiritual test. Some of you are going to be pushed in a corner. Even you, karmic masculine, when you come out of your thoughts about this divine feminine and what you should and how you can attack or how you can get back because you have a love and hate, baby, you're going to experience the most. What's going to happen is that you are being pushed in the back of a corner. You've been hanging around low vibrational people, especially other addicts as well. Something is going to trigger you because it's going to involve family members. This could be a mother. This could be kids. This could be something that you care about most, the one thing that you love the most, that you cherish in your heart. You are going to be pushed in a corner. And this is your spiritual test. This is whether or not you are going to choose to go through a spiritual awakening, or you are going to, and I'll play this one out for you. Karmic masculine, I see you in your head a lot. Something is going on with either your mom, baby's mom, kids, karmic feminine. Yes, karmic feminine, something's going on with your family. You are going to be pushed into this energy of where you're going to feeling like you're pinned to the corner. Because the grind and the hustle spirit is within you, this is going to be your spiritual test. Are you going to feed into what the devil wants? Because the devil wants you. The devil is ready to collect your soul. Something about the karmic masculine and the karmic feminine, you're going to be proposed with doing something, transporting some sort of something. You're going to be afforded an opportunity. You're going to think about your family, your kids, how it's going to be a come up, how you know what I'm saying, you're going to make it through. You are going to be tempted by the same people you called a friend. They're going to tempt you to do something that's against the law. Whether this is spiritual law or 3D law, whatever, legal law. If you decide to engage, or karmic masculine, if your partner is using, or karmic feminine, if your partner is using, there's going to be some sort of test to where it's going to tempt you to want to engage. Whether or not what you choose, the tarot card readers are going to be able to pull on your energy. Karmic feminine, yes, you have health problems. You do. Karmic masculine, you guys have health problems. For you to feel the way you feel about other people that did nothing to you is absurd. Seek counseling, seek help. Reach out to somebody that's going to support you, because your own family sees it, they know it, and they're not there to support you. Reach out to people that is going to help you through your mental and your emotional issues, because we have a lot of that on tarot. But the divine, this is the closing of the cycle. This is where your life is going to head to. There's no more contracts between a feminine and a masculine, or lovers, or twin flame soulmate. That's dead. That's dead weight now. You can make amends, you can make things right, but that doesn't mean that it's always going to start up another cycle. No. Ain't nobody on. It's 2025. Maybe in another lifetime, or the lifetime after that, if you get the chance to come back and replay this contract. But in this lifetime, no. A karmic masculine has to go through his healing, and karmic feminine, you have to go through your healing if you don't get your health together and your mind together. Either way, your children are going to be taken away. Your finances are going to be stripped. Your mental is going to be in mental hospitals because you're going to want to kill yourself after losing everything. It's going to become hectic. So the choice is yours. But there are so many more people. Your energies are so strong, especially in mine, that nobody wants to read about tarot cards about you and how you feel and how you think, especially when you're coming up in my tarot cards like you're jealous, you're judgmental, you don't think that I'm real and I'm a witch and I'm doing that. No, you're doing black magic and you're projecting that on good people. To my friends, wake up. Um, for those of you that are in spirituality and religious, again, if you have healed, we had the blood moon eclipse, which means the cycle. As soon as the covering of the moon, that means the end of the cycle. Then there was the 9/9 portal. We all felt a shift in our energy. We felt different. We felt like a change. Something was happening. We all went through that shift, meaning that whether you're high vibrational, where you speak love and light and you speak life into yourself, or whether you're just, worshiping the darkness, your shadow side. Either way, the doors were open and you've walked through them. For those of you that walk through the door of love and light, Spirit is asking you to get rest, drink plenty of water, eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and stay grounded, stay centered. I'm a fair warn you now. The government is about to come out with a certain medication, a certain pill, and it's going to be like this new drug. The Most High is wanting to let you know not to take it. Do not invest in it. It is the wrong thing to do. It will end lives quickly. It's supposed to heal one part of the body, but what it's going to attack is your liver and your kidneys, and it's not going to be your liver and your kidneys will not be able to process that type of medication in your body. So just be aware that's to be known. But there are so many other people that, because of the karmic feminine, karmic masculine energy so strong, that's what every spiritualist is pulling on. Their energy and how they want to attack people, how they have love and hate relationships. That's it. Game over. Move on. It's time that we all shift into a different timeline, a different vibration. Spirit is asking each and every one of you to tap into your creativity, your intuition, what we call psychic, right? If you have some sort of vision about where your life wants to be and you feel like you need to be doing something, something's about to come in and happen for you. At that point, you may feel like you may not have enough or you may not have everything you need to start it. Do not lose faith in that moment. Hold your faith, stand your ground, because whatever you want to do, Spirit is strengthening you to stay focused on what you want to do. That's like saying if you write lyrics for music, right, and you don't share them, Spirit is pushing you to share them. If you want to open a business, Spirit is saying open that business. If you want whatever you want to do, do not let the spirit of lack hold you back from doing what you have to do. Anyway, I am going to tap in on the tarot card reading. We're going to see what is going on in your energy. I did send a text to a friend, and this came up to me because I had a crazy dream, right? I was seeing like a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of things going on. Divine karmic masculine, you are going to transport some drugs, you are going to get busted, and you're going to go to jail for a long time. When you come out of jail, you're already going to be comfortable with your sexuality. Yes, you're going to sleep with men. If you're bisexual and you haven't come out, you've been in the closet about insecurity, you're about to go to jail, and when you come out, you're going to just reveal to the world this is who you are. Something about you holding back like your insecurity, you not wanting people to see what everybody else sees, is that you like both sexes, you like to do threesomes, you're polyamorous or anything like that. Spiritually, I've seen it. I know. Okay. And what's going to happen is you're going to be more comfortable revealing your sexuality to people, but you're going to use jail or prison, whichever one you go to, as the root source of coming out of the closet. Spiritually, business owners, you have somebody that is doing black magic on your business. If your business is running slow, you have somebody doing black magic because they have some sort of resentment and anger against you because you were not bound to their will. Whether this was just an attack on somebody and you serve that person, they're attacking you because, again, you did not do their will. If you can actually go to Pinterest and you can look up protections, protection magic, protection spells. It is with the black candle, seesaw. It's a couple of other things. You can email me at truthheals1111@gmail.com. I will write everything down in the email, everything that you will need to have a protection spell over you. Do a return to sender. Again, if you're feeling any type of way that you know that's not how you need to be feeling, I need you to do a return to sender with love and light 3 times 3. You need to return any negative energy that's being projected onto you back to the person that is projecting that energy. Again, they're only going to reap what they sow if they keep doing it. Again, the shift has already happened. Cycles already closed. We are moving on with our lives, and we are now going to look forward and what's to come in for you, collective. I'm going to start with my empowering messages. I hope each and every one of y'all got that. Please watch this from the beginning if you did not hear that message. There is money coming in. Somebody has money coming in. A lot of abundance, a lot of success. You're going to meet somebody powerful as well. Yes, you are going to meet somebody. You're going to be able to network. This person's going to be able to open doors for you as well. If you just came out from having a hard time, you are going to get a job opportunity. Spirit is asking you to stick with your work ethics. Don't focus on anything else. This right now, this opportunity wants you to. It's almost like if you apply for a job and you put your resume in there, right? Most employers look at your community service work, your group activities, who you volunteer with, because they want to see that you're an active person. If you're looking for a job, most employers are looking for people that are active, because if they hire you, they know that you're a productive person. Spirit is asking you, if you're like going through hard times, or you're looking for a job, or you're looking for a come up, to apply for this, but make sure that you are just focused on work. Do not overwork yourself, but be productive. Do not work harder than what they are willing to pay you, and don't settle for less. If a job is not offering you your worth, do not accept it. When you turn down the first opportunity, another one better comes along. I have stories. Question the narrative. Consider the stories that you believe about life, about yourself, or about others. Replace these stories with eternal truths. So, collective, again, Spirit is saying, wake up. Whatever society has taught you, whatever religious has taught you, whatever people have tried to conform you to believe in, it is now time to question these things, because everybody has who they believe in, and what works for you is what's going to work for you. I can't project what works for me that's going to work for you, because it may not work for you. Who I believe in, it may not work for you. So Trust in yourself, question the narrative, question what anybody is telling you at this moment, whether it's people, places, and things, especially people that try to sell you a dream. If somebody tries to sell you a dream, I need you to question how that dream is, because before we go into fantasy land and la la land and the delusion, like, oh yeah, this sounds good, this is saying, you know what I'm saying, because somebody's just trying to sell a dream, you know what I'm saying, question who you're talking to, question what their purpose is that they're trying to sell it to you, and question what are they trying to gain out of it. But it is now time for you guys to wake up. I'm here to help everybody transition into the next chapter of their life. Mm. Clearing. Debunk your life. Make room for what you want in life. So this is make room for what you want in life. If you've been going through things and you just feel like you're not getting nowhere, it's time to let it go. Let go of what no longer serves you. If you know that you've been repeating multiple cycles, if you know like it's almost like the insanity thing, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. No, it's just time to let it go, because you're not going to get a different result. It's always going to turn out to be the same result. Lesson well learned. We're not going to be doing this anymore. It's time to grow up. Clearing. Make room for what you want in life. Clear your space. Detox relationships. That means let go of people, places, and things that are just toxic. You know they're toxic. You know they're no good. You know, if you hang around liars, cheaters, killers, and thieves, then what do you think they're going to do to you? Let go of what does not serve you, both physically and emotionally. That's a test right there. The hardest thing that we have to let go is the one thing that we truly love the most, and it's usually normally the most toxic thing, correct? It is now time to let it go. And it is hard. Yes, it is. It's hard walk away. You're going to be your emotions, your feelings. You're not going to know what's going to happen next. Da, 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 da. But when you trust in a power greater than yourself, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because you know by your faith, everything is going to work out to your best interest. Always remember, what is meant for you will always be yours, and cannot nobody take that from you. Mystery. Embrace the unknown. I just said this. Embrace the unknown. Give your mind a rest from trying to rationalize. Give your mind a rest from trying to rationalize everything. Stop rationalizing. Stop rationalizing everything. If it's meant for you to have it, you'll have it. If it's not meant for you, then it's not in your purpose for you to have it. That's almost like me, because I'm in school right now. That's like me saying, oh, I want to be a doctor, right? And now I got all this college tuition. I'm taking all these classes. And then when it comes down to taking the bar test to become a doctor, I fail it, right? And even if I try multiple times, because my dream is to become a doctor, right? I consistently fail it. I can still study and study, but look what I've inherited. I inherited tuition that I have to pay back. I have inherited loss of time, because all those times I took to study in those books. I take in the loss of money, because those tests cost. I have to think about the gas and the food and the transportation that I use to get to school. You see what I'm saying? It's time to stop rationalizing it's almost like, if I want to be a rapper, or I want to be some famous star, right? And I get everybody to get together. We do the videography, we do the cinematography. I got to borrow money from everybody to do this video shoot, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going to be a rap star. I'm going to make all this money. Then I'll be able to pay them all back once my video hits #1, right? What happens? I do the video. I done borrowed all this money from people, and my video just flunks. Now I owe people. I owe the cameraman. I owe the people in the video. I done made fake promises to people, because I rationalized a vision that was not in alignment for me. I now have to take a look at myself and question, what is my purpose here on earth? What is it truly that I was meant to do? Because I was created, not anybody else. Me, I went through life, I experienced life. I am who I am today. What am I supposed to be doing on this earth? And when you start looking at what does my higher self look like? You'll start to question everything that is really meant for you, because then you'll start to see, oh, well, maybe should be that and that should be that. But always question what your higher self looks like, and what your when you're put in a situation, ask yourself, what would my higher self, a version of a higher self, do? What would a version of me at my higher self, what would I do in this moment? And there you will get your truth and clarity. And don't forget to ask who your source is. Ask your source to reveal to you what you need to see, what you need to know, what you need to understand. I consistently do that, and people just come out the woodwork, they reveal themselves, and I just be like, thank God. Thank God I seen who I needed to see before I invested any more time, energy, money, da 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 da. I had the escape plan to move and do what I needed to do. So don't forget to question your higher self and pray to your source to reveal to you what you're supposed to do, who people, places, and things are, and things will fall into an alignment for you. What did I just say? Change. Change and flow and transformation. Life is moving in an ebb and flow of change. Accepting change makes it much easier to navigate. Embracing change is the key to thriving in life. Collective, if you're not consistently changing, you're not evolving to be a better person. We have to continuously learn from past mistakes so we don't repeat them. If we don't learn from our past mistakes, we will keep repeating the same thing, and it's always going to get us nowhere. So again, I'm like I said before I pulled these cards, Spirit is saying, if you don't change, the universe is flowing. The universe is still going to go. You're just going to be out of pocket. And you guys are in divine timing right now. Everything is happening in divine timing. Just like the planets are aligned, just like the universe and the Milky Way and the galaxy and the stars and the sun. Everything, timing is an illusion. Never think that, we have time, because what is time? Time is just a guesstimation of where we're at in life and who we are and what we're doing. That's just an illusion. If we take out time out the equation of our lives, how are you living your life in this moment? What am I going to say? Okay, so as the universe, as the clouds move, as the universe and the planets move, you have to be able to move into an alignment with the universe. Just like everything moves in alignment, so does the human essence, so does the human experience requires the change. We went from growing up from babies to teenagers to young adults into an adulthood, and then after adulthood we get old and we get gray, and then life still is gonna go on. How are you making your name known in this universe, going with the flow? Focus. So, focus means what really matters to you. Energy flows where your attention goes. So, wherever your attention goes, that's where the energy is going to flow. If you have, and we just learned this lesson through low vibrational people that speak negative, that think negative, and guess what they're going through? Negative consequences. Where your energy flows is where your reality will be. You ever notice how some people wished ill will on you, and then all of a sudden you heard that something bad happened to them? That's because their energy was in that negative vibration. Be mindful of how you the words that you speak out of your mouth and the thoughts that you tell yourself. Because if you're focused on positive affirmations, that's what you're going to attract is positivity. If you're focused on negative, your heart is evil, it's cold, it's negative, you have negative intentions, you are only manifesting that for yourself. Let's take a look back at history. Look at David Koresh. Look at Hitler. We just had 9/11. Look at the people that attacked the Twin Towers. They were all negative. And guess what happened? Negative events happen. But what about positive people? What about Martin Luther King, Maya Angelou? What about Oprah Winfrey? What about you guys that told yourself when you were going to do something and you took your free will to do it? Didn't something positive happen out of that? So where your energy flows is where your attention goes. Organize and prioritize what is important to you, and it will energize these parts of your life. Collective, you want to know why people don't win the lottery? It's because they truly don't have faith that they're going to win the lottery. When let's say the jackpot is like 7 billion, right? And people that have been playing for years, they're just playing, right? They're taking their dollars and they're just playing. But when your mind and your energy is in alignment with winning the lottery, baby, you can go in there and scratch out. I mean, I did it. My mind was like winning. My energy was in winning. I was like, I'm a winner. And I went to a casino in Miami, Florida. I'm like, I'm a winner. And I had $80, right? And I had split my 80 with a friend. Baby, let me tell you, I want my money back and then some because I had the abundance energy within me. All my energy comes from within. My strength, my courage, my confidence, my resilience. Can nobody take that from me? They can project on me. They can talk about me. But baby, my actions are my actions. How I do is going to dictate. How I think is going to dictate how the movements that are going to happen for me. So I thought positive. And baby, I went into this casino and I won more than just my money back. Focus. Remember that time you guys didn't think you were going to get the job and then you said, I hope I get this job. I need this job. I really do. This job is going to da-da-da-da. And you went into the interview. You went in confident. You went in strong. This is my experience. This is who I am. And then what happened after that? You got the job. Again, where your mind is, where your heart is, it needs to be in alignment. Focus your energy on what you're trying to manifest. You want a house, you got to manifest the work to get that house. You want a new car, you want the bank accounts, you want the credit cards, you want the trips, you want to be successful, you want to be a movie star. You have to be in alignment within your purpose to do all that, to be all that. What is that? And this is like in the Bible, it says like Jesus or Jesus, I don't know if this was Moses or Jesus who had saying, I am who I am because I know who I am. I don't know if that was God or Jesus. I cannot quote who sent that. But baby, when you know who you are who you are because you know who you are. You don't have nothing but success coming your way. Being in your authentic energy and vibrating at a higher frequency of positivity and success and growth. And even if it's just the littlest thing, it's still growth. Trust. Some of you are lacking trust right now, whether this is in love, relationships, because you've been through it. You've been through it, right? You've been through life to where you've been in relationships. You've had these jobs that just drained you and you didn't get anywhere. You've experienced trusting the wrong people, the wrong time. The divine is saying, trust yourself. It is time to have self-love. You have to pour into yourself. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and be in your thoughts about what should have, could have, would have? Are you going to trust yourself to take the action to make positive things happen in your life? You are okay. So let's see what this card has to say. Trust, you are in good hands. Trust can only be built or restored with honesty and sincerity. Trust yourself, trust others, and trust that you are divinely supported at this time. It says, trust that you are divinely supported at this time. It didn't say me. It didn't say only me. It didn't say just you. It didn't have no name on it. It says you have to believe in a power greater than yourself to have trust and your faith, but trust in you. Trust if you want to be successful, you'll be successful. But it has to be in divine timing. Don't expect anything to just jump in your lap and think you're going to be successful. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to make the sacrifices. You're going to have to make quick judgment calls for your higher self. What would my higher self do? You're going to have to start thinking what is best for you, not what's best for your family. How could you be better for somebody else? Okay. And so this came, Lauren Hill, how are you going to win if you're not right within? You have to start getting right within yourself. Are you being honest and sincere with yourself? Who are you? And by you asking yourself who you are, and you know that that's not you, right? Now you've seen all the people that you've attracted, all the places you've been around, and all the things that you kept involving in. And now you're going to see what no longer serves you because you're like, man, this ain't even me. One flipped over. Look. These 3 cards flipped over from another deck. Authority, wellness, and mindset. Look. Authority, wellness, and mindset. These 3 cards popped out. They just flipped over from this deck. And I'm using this one. Authority, wellness, and mindset. It is now time to take authority over your own personal life. It's not about what anybody else is doing. Everybody's journey is different. Not everybody's life is going to look the same. We all have different colored hair, different colored eyes. We don't walk the same. We don't talk the same. So why would you compare yourself to other people and what other people are doing? It is now time to focus on you. What are you doing? How are you making an impact on the greater good of the next man next to you? If you know people that is in the community in poverty, what are you doing to make a difference? Did you open up a business to help those people get out of poverty? Did you donate? Did you volunteer? Instead of judging somebody, why don't you be willing to help another person? And this is just not freely give because when you freely give, you attract takers, and takers are looking for those givers. That's even played out too. That's getting old, just like crack cocaine. That's getting played out. You know what I'm saying? Who is still smoking crack these days? It's getting old. Who's still selling crack? It's getting old. You don't hear about crack hardly anymore. You don't see multiple people going into treatment for crack anymore. It's dying out. Things are getting played out. With the eclipse and the 9/9 portal, it is a shift. Things are going to die. Things are going to get old. For the people that don't wake up, baby, it's going to be a weird winter. It's going to be a cold and weird collective. Y'all going to trip out on what's to come this winter. Don't worry. I'll still be here with you. I will have to study, and I will be doing my tarot card readings, helping you guys get ready for the spring. What do we have here? Spirit with trust. Gratitude. In order for you to manifest abundance, success, creativity, a life that's worth living, a lifestyle, right? You have to wake up every morning with a gratitude energy. You may not have everything that you want, but be grateful that you woke up to take another breath of life. You're able to go and brush your teeth. You're able to wash your face. You're able to open a door, look outside, look at the clouds. You're able to see other humans existing. If you have a car, you're able to get in the car. You have to be grateful for that. Because at one point in time, you never had that. You have to be grateful that you've survived everything that has been put in your way. Gratitude. Notice what is going right. Thankfulness is the secret sauce for creating lasting happiness. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and then watch as your blessings grow. Didn't I just say that collective? Gratitude. Baby, I am so humble today because the life that I've been in, where I came from, does not look like my life now. And I am very grateful because I thought it would never be me that would be successful, that could make it. Sure, I may not have the relationship. I may not drive the fanciest car. I may not have $1 million in the bank, but baby, guess what? I'm not broke. I have a car. I'm creative. I'm working on multiple things. I get the breath of life. I'm thinking healthy. My mind is healthy. And I don't have to experience the traumas and the pain of the past. I had to learn how to be able to say it is what it is. Let it go. It is now time for me to step in a change of wanting better. When I want better and I know better, I'm going to do better. Let me put these back in. Anything else, Spirit? I got 2 cards, Nurture and Worth. With Uplift. Nurture, Worth, and Uplift. And I'm going to read these cards really fast before we get too long into this. Grow a great life. All of you guys will grow a great life. By the time that we're in our senior citizens, you know, the young people will be in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? How you're going to look back at your life? What are you going to say? How are you? What do you think when you get old and you're in the senior citizen? How do you think you're going to be able to talk about the experiences of your life? Because we've all been through some things. We're gonna be a lot wiser. We're gonna be stronger, and then we're gonna be trying to share our wisdom to the young folks that will be coming after that. That's what our ancestors did. That's what our grandparents did. That's what our parents did. And we will be in that position too, to where we will share our wisdom to people that are coming along the way. When you get to a certain old age, how do you think you want to look back at how you lived your life, where you've been and how'd you get out of it and where it took you to? Nurture, Worth, and Uplift. Baby, if you don't have nobody uplifting you, you don't have nobody supporting you, you feel like you don't have nobody in your corner, you do have somebody. You have a power greater than yourself, and then you have you. If nobody else is going to do it, guess what you got to do? You got to stand 10 toes down on business and do it yourself. And that's what we call getting it out the mud. We've all been in the streets. We've all been in the books. We're street smart. We book smart, right? But are you spiritually smart? Do you have mental and emotional intelligence? You can tell me you're street and book smart all day, but are you mentally and emotionally capable to move on into the next journey of your life to where this brings in growth, success, and abundance? Or are you going to stay behind and think about where you've been and how you should have, could have, would have, and what you didn't do, and what you about to do? What is this? Integration. And this was my last card, baby. This was the last card. Integration. Let me tell y'all what integration means. Be true to the real you. When the real you is the same version that the rest of the world sees, you are living an integrated life, living in alignment with your values. Oh my goodness. Baby, if Spirit and the Most High ain't up in these cards, okay, let's move on. What card is this? What deck is this? I don't even know what deck this is. This is Money Moves Oracle deck, because y'all know Collective, we like to make money moves around here, baby. We don't play about that. Money moves, just like I gotta move. I can't sit around and be lazy and think about what I should have, could have, would have, what actions. No. I'm about to make some moves. And I got to trust myself, and I got to love me to make the moves from where I want to go in life. Billy and Bob ain't going to move like how I move. I got to move how I need to move so I could be successful. Baby, I don't want no legal consequences. I don't want no baby mama, baby daddy knocking on my door. I want peace. I want freedom. I want happiness. I don't want to be stuck to none of that. So I got to move. And anything that I grow through, guess what that's telling me to do? You got to move, Chloe. You got to move around. You got to do something different. We got to move. Money Moves Oracle. Spirit, what do you need them to see? We got wellness again. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym. Regain strength. Collective, I'm in the gym. 7 days a week. I eat healthy. I'm with the fruits and the vegetables. I'm not with this processed food, because what's happening is the chemicals in processed food, it changes your third eye. It blocks, like if you eat a lot of candy, you eat a lot of food and snacks, not only are you blocking your health, you're also blocking your spirituality. Be mindful of what you put in your body, because that could also keep you disturbed and blocked. Looking. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. So if you see something beauty, look for the beauty in things, have an eye for it. If you go out to a nature trail, right, and you see something beautiful, notice the beauty in it. Notice how it looks. Notice how it moves. Notice what the feeling you get from it. Even if you're just out in nature and you feel the wind blow against your skin, right? How does that feel? And you just close your eyes. Where are you at when the wind hits your skin? But notice the beauty in just certain things. Notice when somebody comes and they tell you something important that's uplifting, that is encouraging, that's positive, and things like that. You feel uplifted. So always notice the beauty in things, not the ugly, but the beauty. There's always going to be ugly. There's a yin and yang to everything. Gift. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. So, Collective, some of you have not even been tapping into your spiritual talents, your creative talents. Some of y'all have been holding back on really what you're supposed to be in alignment to be doing. You know, if you have this, you're a construction worker, right? But when you go home, you make art projects out of, you make like different statues and stuff out of steel, right? And you leave that in your own home. You don't even promote your artwork to that's a gift. Whatever your creative ideas is what you're supposed to be doing, that's how you find the alignment. You start with your gifts, and then you start moving into a purpose. If you like to sing, how come you're not recording yourself and listening to yourself sing? That's going to help you motivate yourself. Oh, I didn't sing correctly. I didn't hit that note right. Let me go ahead and go to vocal school. And then you go through vocal school, then you sing again. And now recording artist wants to sign you up. You're not tapping into your gifts. Tap into your gifts, because that is what's going to bring you abundance. Just like me. I'm a spiritualist, but I'm a visionary. I get downloads. I can see things. I am tapped into my spiritual gifts. It has taken me places. It has opened doors for me, Collective, that I never thought would open for me. And people be like, you speak straight facts. Who would have thought somebody like me would be intuitively tapped in spiritually? And I started with a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. I didn't have nothing. Sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Stop making things difficult for yourself. Stop thinking you have many choices, or collective, you might have many choices coming your way. Opportunities are around when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. So, collective, how many times have y'all been through an obstacle, right? And you never thought you knew how you were going to get out of it, and then boom, the opportunity happens. This is where you got to be. Opportunities are about to happen. Many choices. What's many choices, Spirit? What's many choices? Okay, then. Look. And I'm gonna take this from me too. Surprise and public face. Surprise and public face. Some of you are supposed to be on TV. Some of you are supposed to be doing podcasts. Some of you are supposed to be an actor, an actress, a movie star. But you don't tap into it. You don't want to take the risk of, because it's gonna, you have the fear of the unknown. You don't know how comfortable it's gonna be. Well, how would you ever know if you're gonna make it if you don't take the action to do it? And have authority. Take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Your mom used to say, are you a leader or your follower? Your teachers used to ask you, are you a leader or a follower? Of course you said you were a leader, right? Because that's what we all said, we were leaders. But weren't we following behind what everybody else was doing at one point in time in our lives? Weren't we wanting to do what everybody else was doing? But we so-called said we were a leader. In order to be a leader, that means I have to stand on big business for myself. But it also has to be, when I'm standing on business, I'm standing on business for myself, but I'm also standing on business for the people in my community, my friends, my family, the people that reciprocate and support me. I'm just not standing on being a leader to just anybody. Being a leader means that I want to guide people to greatness. I want to guide people to success. I want everybody to win. But if people don't understand what I'm talking about, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? I still have to be a leader. I have to take authority over my life. This ain't about a relationship. This ain't about a job. This is not about who got what and what they doing. And this is not about none of that. No, this is about, are you being the CEO of your own life? Are you the big boss? Are you the big dog running your own life, making money moves, making boss moves? Who you got in your, who do you have working for you in your life? Is the people in your life good employees? Are they working diligently to help your life grow? If not, I'm going to need y'all to take a look at who you've hired in your life. Past changes. Again, I keep saying past changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. Again, collective, I don't know if this is like the third time I didn't say past changes. Baby, stuff is getting played out. You getting too old. You getting too grown. You know what I'm saying? To stay in the same position, the same situation, the same circumstances. What you about to do? Because the Most High said, what are you about to do? Look, opportunity and fruits of labor. Opportunity and fruits of labor. New job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip, fruits of labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Fruits of labor. It is now time to enjoy if you've been planting, whether this is a spiritual seed, it's a mental seed, it's an emotional seed, and you've been watering it to grow, even if you planted yourself in the ground, you've been healing, you've been working on you. It is now time for you to have these opportunities and to enjoy these fruits of labor. I'm telling you, y'all, what I've been tapping in is spiritually the Most High. Y'all have been manifesting something different, something new, something like a blessing. It is coming. You have to be grounded. You have to stay centered, but you have to be the CEO of your own life. You cannot get distracted off of alignment. Of course, there's going to be people that want to come in and say, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to meet me? Do you want to sleep with me? Can we do this? Can we do that? Baby, you got to focus on being the CEO of your life right now. What is really meant to serve your higher self, because what you serve is what you're going to produce. You serve the lower version of yourself, you're going to get lower version results. You serve a higher version of yourself, where you think you're going to go. You can climb the ladder of success. And that's period. Clock that. Clock that. And some of y'all getting ready to take a vacation. Okay. Start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. Y'all, I went to Florida and I went to Georgia. I had a good time. I miss my family down south. I'm from the south, so we come from Southern hospitality. Baby, I felt like I was home. I was around family. Just maybe it might be time to take a vacation to escape. Okay, maybe it might be time to take that big. Maybe it might be time. Part two. This is part two for Facebook. I'm still on YouTube. This might be a time to take a vacation, take a trip. You never know. You just never know who you might meet. Yeah, might meet somebody important. I know I did. I definitely networked a lot. Much love to the people that I met in Atlanta and Miami. Much love, much respect. If y'all have never been there, I'm telling y'all, it is the place to be if you want to network and you want growth. I'm very grateful that I met the people I needed to meet. Thank you. Okay, what is your spirit animals? What is your spirit animals? Nancy, what your spirit animals is? The page hold on. Okay, I got the page of feathers. No, you can't see this. Let me see. Because my cards are too bright. So I got the page of feathers. What else are my spirit animals? What else is your spirit animal for the collective energy? The Ten of Crystals. So the Page of Feathers is exploration, discovery. The Ten of Crystals is stability and attainment. And the Eight of Acorns, energy equals results. Okay, let's see. Page of Feathers. Here's the Queen. Let's go to the page. Page of Feathers. The animal here is the raccoon. Exploration and discovery. Curious and playful, Raccoon loves to explore every nook and cranny of his terrain, and he doesn't hesitate to go after what he wants. Brimming with idea, he's a seeker who is adept at solving mysteries. Raccoon is your guide in the craft of exploring new ideas and how to best act on them. With his bright and alert ways, he'll keep you on your toes. Fresh concepts are surfacing as shifts are taking place within and around you. Your boundless quest for knowledge will break through old programming, making room for new thoughts and viewpoints. Ten of Crystals. It's got a crystals. Where are we at in the crystals? What are the 10 of crystals? 10 of crystals is the alligator. Stability and attainment. The message for the Ten of Crystals is on the borderland of water and earth. Alligator's primordial creative power supplies her with the essential groundwork to realize her goals. Her careful planning and methodical ways brought her long-term security, and she's earned the comfort she enjoys as she continues to strengthen her empire. Alligator is reminding you that you have worked hard to achieve what you have, yet she wants you to realize there is always room for growth and change. Consider how you can best use your skills toward jumpstarting a project. Be open to receiving the bountiful blessings that life has to offer. And what is the Eight of Acorns? These cards are all in alignment with the reading. Eight of Acorns is 8. Okay. Eight of Acorns. The elusive eel is a master of transformation. His surge of energy drives him to move in all directions and at a great speed through the wild rivers of ingenuity. Highly observant, he quickly finds a way to adapt to new situations. When an opportunity presents itself, he strikes while the iron is hot. Things are starting to excel into action as you become fueled by the fertile fires of adrenaline. You've been making great strides. It will help charge you with the energy as you move toward the fulfillment of your goal. Let enthusiasm lead the way as you make the most of opportunities. Oh, wow. It's great. Okay. Did we do everything? Okay. Let me get my, so I grabbed my spiritual deck. So let me see what's in the spiritual deck. Spirit, angel. This is the angel deck. This is what the angels want to say to you. Angels, what do you want to say to the collective? Speak to me, angels of the north, south, east, and the west. Use me as the vessel to be able to... Butterflies. I got butterflies. Butterflies mean transformation. You start as a caterpillar and then you grow. So collective, you could have been, you could have transformed. You could have went through some sort of healing transformation, in which doorways or the opportunities are now going to be promised to you. What the Most High said was your destined, what you were destined to have, it's here. Doorways will be opening for you. Music. You could be listening to music as well right now. What vibe do I get from music? Listen to music. Listen to your favorite artists. Listen to songs. Get in tune with yourself. Enjoy the music that you like to listen to. And make sure you're seeing the signs and synchronicities that, like collective today, all I saw was 1010, 222, 444, 777, 555, 999, 911. I was seeing just all of a sudden, all of these signs and synchronicities in my energy. And I was just so perplexed. I'm like, why am I seeing everything all at one time? I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure like one of my spiritual brothers and sisters will be able to help guide me on why today, like I wasn't even seeing them like that to all of a sudden they're just popping up everywhere. Hearts. If you're going to do anything, do it from love. Always question all the actions, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. Are you doing this out of love, or are there other intentions? Because the Most High is asking you to now operate from a heart space, from love. Well, I got the lovers. Mm. With chakras being balanced. If you're single, maybe you could be with coming into a lover situation. Or if you're with somebody, this could mean that the love is about to be good. It's about to get better. And loved ones in spirit. I got loved ones in spirit. Loved ones in spirit are watching over you. Aww. Collective. Now, one thing I did hear, right? I heard a tarot card reader saying that somebody's ancestors had left them. That's not true. Your ancestors, your past loved ones, spirits, they never leave you. They're with you your whole, until you transition into the spiritual world. But nobody's ancestors is just going to leave like that because we're blood. You know, my ancestry comes from African American, natives, and Mexican descent. Whatever life I was living, whether this was low or high vibrational, none of my ancestors never left me, even when I was low vibrational. They were there to guide me and protect me. So I was kind of disturbed that, a tarot card reader had said somebody's ancestors had left them. No, the person may not have the spiritual protection of their ancestors, but then does it mean that the ancestors are not there watching after their after their blood? Ancestors don't leave. They watch after their blood. Did we do the animals? We did the animals. We did everything. Let me see. Okay, so we're at 115. All right. Collective on Facebook. Thank you for choosing this channel. On YouTube, my name is Chloe Truth Tells 1111. Because the cycle, we're now moving forward. It is what it is for the karmic feminine. I mean, the karmic mass. Why the karmic feminine coming out? Why does she want to come out? Let me pull some tarot cards because she got something to say. What do you want to say? The karmic feminine says, Four of Cups reversed to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse to the Five of Wands. Because of you, I'm fighting with everybody. There's a lot of complication. There's a lot of fights. Because of you, people are holding back from me, and I don't have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not grounded. I'm feeling unstable. I don't have a sense of purpose or direction, and there's a lot of conflict and confusion around me. And you started it. You started it. And then you took it to a masculine, and then that masculine, or you and this masculine started it, and then it led to another person, then another person, then another person, then another person, and now none of y'all got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and y'all are holding back from each other. Is that what you want to tell me? I'm the problem, or are you the problem? I would do somebody helped me when I was just like you at one point in time. Somebody forced me by the back of my neck to look in a mirror, and they told me to take a look at myself. And that was the hardest thing that I had to do when I was just like this. Maybe somebody needs to grab the back of your neck and force you to look in a mirror so you can see what you need to see. What else? Anything else after my response? Anything else you gotta say? You don't gotta say nothing after that. F me. F me. Okay. Well, F me. Take a look in the mirror. You say F me all you want. Take a look in the mirror. Maybe it's not me with the complications. It's not me with the conflict. The sun. Things were illuminated, huh? Or, the sun. What you do? What was illuminated with you? What was illuminated with you, karmic femme? Since you got time to say, oh my lord. You want to be seen as somebody that's successful, somebody that's celebrated. Again, I just told you in the beginning of this reading, you have a lot of ego and pride. I hate to be the one to tell you about you, but you have a lot of ego and pride. You are not who you think you are. And whoever you portray yourself to be is a whole drama starter. You're a drama starter. You talk about people, you put people down, you don't even have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out. Can we say take care of your family, take care of your home before you start trying to look at what somebody else has going on? Because that's what you like to do. You want to be seen and celebrated by any means necessary. Well, what did you do to be seen and celebrated? What did you do to be seen and celebrated? Let's see what you did. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so listen. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Hangman, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is what you did. You lied to people. You cheated people. You could have stolen money from people. You could have hustled and grinded people out of what they had going on. You wanted to keep people stuck so the Wheel of Fortune would go in your favor because you had some sort of involvement with it. So whatever you do, you were going to just take, and you were going to lie, cheat, steal, kill, rob. You were not going to be truthful. You weren't going to be authentic. You weren't going to be purposeful. You weren't going to be passionate. You weren't going to be intimate. You weren't going to be nurturing. You weren't going to be healing. You weren't going to be loving. You weren't going to be the woman, the mother, the grandmother, the auntie, the sister. You were none of that. You were Queen of Swords in reverse. Leaving people stuck and in lack because of you. This is how you want to be celebrated. You want to be celebrated like this. As a person that being in your energy, people go through black. That's what you want to be. Okay, somebody grab this heifer by her neck and put a mirror in her face so she can look in it and force her to look in a mirror. Because until then, you're going to be in lack. You reap what you sow. Maybe I just say you reap what you sow. The Hermit. You don't even see it coming. You can't even self-reflect. You don't even want to face yourself. You don't want to face the truth. You don't. You don't want to face the truth. Somebody comes and tries to tell you about you. It's a whole problem. Baby, get your life together. Maybe take some advice, listen to people, even tarot card reading. Don't be trying to project yourself as somebody through the tarot card that you're not, because this is who I was talking about. You trying to project yourself as an empress, and that the empress is the one that's gonna die and death and da-da-da. No, baby, this is you. This is you, karmic feminine. This is you. You are going to be, let's see. This, because we'll be talking about the karmic fan. What is for the karmic fan? Let's see what we talk about. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. So the karmic feminine, Ten of Wands. You're going to be heavily burdened. This masculine, whoever you were involved with, whether the tarot card reader said the masculine walked away from you, whether he's with you or not, baby, you're still burdened. You still got Ten of Wands to carry. Like, that's a female on here too. That's a female carrying the wand. This is you. Ten of Wands. What else? What else is going to come for you? Now, what do you think the burdens are going to do? The burdens is going to affect you mentally and emotionally. So whatever you like to cope with, you're going to overindulge in coping. Let's see what the Ten of Wands is going to do. Temperance, it's going to make you feel imbalanced. Again, you're going to be in your mental, you're going to be in your emotional, which you probably already are. Three of Cups, you're going to want to isolate yourself from other people. You ain't going to want to mess with anybody else. The Knight of Swords, you want somebody to come in and save you. But the Nine of Wands to the Seven of Swords, you're going to be waiting for a long time for somebody to come back and save you. What else? There's too many cards, Spirit. That's too many cards. You jumped out. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Not only are you carrying Ten of Wands, you gotta carry Ten of Swords. Baby, that looks like death to me. The same things you did to other people is what you're going to get back in return. Looks like death to me. All right, collective. This is Truth Heals 1111. I don't know why the Karmic Feminine wouldn't come out when she had something to say, and we just pulled on her energy. We didn't even tap in to see her behavior, her mindset. But I can't. I don't have permission. She didn't give me permission. I could only see what was going on outside of this karmic band, but because she pumped up in my intuition, baby, that's just what's for you. So what you gonna do? Is you gonna work on taking a look in the mirror, making the changes to transform to be at least a decent person, at least, because everything else that was done is played out. What you gonna do? Um, this is Truth Heals 1111. My name is Chloe. I'm gonna come back with another reading because we're about to do some tarot cards. We're about to tap in, collective. Let's move on. We're moving forward. Facebook, join me at Truth Heals 1111 at YouTube, where you can get your readings. I'm on the weekend because like I said, I'm a busy person. But I love each and every one of you. I send you love and light, encouragement, success, empowerment, transformation, and change. But we are all stepping into a new timeline, a new frequency. And I would love for all of you to see all of you with me. I know some people can't go, but baby, I'm taking as many as I can with me. I love each and every one of you. Until the next one.